So, hello, dear compatriots. The Joint Information Center continues its activities from Yerevan. So, here's the situation at the front. Today, early in the morning, Azerbaijani armed forces they started the combat activities. Before talking about that, let's say that Azerbaijan absolutely doesn't respect the agreements that have been reached in Moscow, and they are not going to do that. The statements of Azerbaijan leadership that they were going to respect these agreements are a complete lie. They are trying to destabilize the situation and provoke combat activities. Early in the morning, again, they launched an offensive in three-four directions. In particular, towards Martakert, they used heavy artillery. During the whole day, the air forces of Azerbaijan, with the support of Turkish air forces, with the support with the Turkish command centers, and using different combat drones, they carried out 36 flights, and during which, in northern direction, our anti-air forces managed to destroy one Su-25 fighter. During the day, different ways the combat activities continued in the southern part using armory, artillery, and other means. Towards the town of Hadrut, the special activities of commanders' forces were stopped and they were pushed back, and town of Hadrut is under control of Armenian air forces. Generally speaking, that's the situation right now. Till late time, the combat activities continue. During the night, there is relatively declining activities. During night activities, they are trying to regroup the forces and bring fresh forces in order to, starting in the morning, continue methodically these offensives. Generally speaking, this is the situation we have in the front. Now I'll try to answer your written questions. Armenian Gilner from Museum. Taking into account the fact that our Azerbaijan starts to continues violate the ceasefire conditions, do they take out the corpse of dead soldiers or not? As I said, well, Azerbaijan doesn't do that for very understandable reasons. And one of them is the following, that accepting these conditions in terms of exchange of corpses and prisoners, they have to be carried out with the guarantees of international organizations that will have to be present at the combat stage, and Azerbaijan doesn't accept that, doesn't want that. Personal news, they say that there were rumors that yesterday the commanders' forces that were in Hadrut, they were from Turkey, and the number of terrorists that were used against so I don't know the number of terrorists, and I don't have information whose forces were, but that's a fact that those who tried to enter Hadrut, they were special forces. That's a fact. So they show the village of Talish was taken by Azeris. Well, Talish is not under Azeri control. Yes, the Azeri forces are very close to village, and in northern part we have done a regrouping of the forces, our forces, so it's possible that they can publish kind of materials. I have asked you many times that don't make conclusions based on different names, positions, hills, etc. that are under control or not. Don't make these kind of conclusions. What is the situation towards Hadrut at the moment? As the site says that information about the battles are not correct. Azerbaijan, as I said, Hadrut is under complete control of our armed forces. Very close to Hadrut, they had the special forces, but the town is under control. Azerbaijan says a lot of things, and for example, Ilham Aliyev said that he's going to resettle Hadrut by other people, so he's going personally visit Hadrut, etc. ANG American channel question: what's the role of Russia in the current war? I can't answer military political questions. Is it possible? Who, if not Russia, is going to resolve this problem? Second, there are rumors around people that Armenian forces have incomparably more losses rather than officially is announced, like 2,000, 3,000 people. Again, I don't want to speak about the political part. I can't say anything. As far as the loss is concerned, don't spread this kind of misinformation, this kind of non-justified talks don't bring here. So Armenian side, after the identification of corpse, all the losses are being informed to public about all losses. What are the differences right now? There are no differences. Maybe the artillery is the activity of artillery is a bit low, but the activity of drones are the same. Please, would you please say so? What are the number of lost weapons from Azerbaijan side? Do you include only the destroyed ones or the trophies as well? No. We speak about these losses, and about 200 soldiers were killed. What about tensions on the front line? We say nothing about Karvacha. Well, in Karvacha also combat activities. Today, for example, destroyed combat aircraft was destroyed exactly there. Maybe the intensiveness is not that high, but it's not peace there, definitely. Make media, so in which towns you have more non-exploded bombs, and what do you do in order to protect population? Well, and plus something not clear, I didn't understand the question. So all the towns that are being shelled, that are subject to missile strikes, yes, they could be non-exploded bombs and missiles, and of course whenever we can collect. Wherever we can't collect, we put special signs that these kind of things are dangerous, don't approach, don't touch, etc., unless the specialists come and take care of that and destroy them. Generally speaking, this much. If there are no new questions, thank you. Follow our news in Yerevan, in Stepanakert. Sorry, one more question came. Meanwhile, as for an independent blogger, if we compare the combat activity first days and now the last days, what is the difference? Okay, there is a little bit difference in intensiveness. It's a bit lower now, but you can't make any conclusions. So you can have different intensiveness during the day, during the night. The aggressor does regrouping of the forces. They can try to provoke in other directions, etc. This much, thank you. We're gonna win. Goodbye.